Ta-da. Hello there. Hi, everybody. This is James from Prague. How are you? We didn't have our opening. I was expecting our opening. That's okay, Renee. I'll make sure we're here on the comments. My camera's shaking. Okay. Hi, everybody. James from Prague. Welcome to SoulCARE. And the last Monday of April. Hope you'll get your taxes in because this country lives on taxes. Stacy and Mimi, hello. Deborah, hello. Karen, hello. I've been busy all morning doing Instagram recordings, and it's some cool stuff on there. So if you're not on my Instagram page, you should go on. It's some cool intuitive exercises I'm doing and some meditation exercise, preparing for intuition. It's kind of cool. It's on the Instagram page. It's going to be going up. So that's pretty good. Instagram and TikTok. I'm on TikTok. Hi, Dee Dee. Good to see you. Hi, Bernadette. Hello, James. Sending love and light from Canada. Back at you. And Susan, hi. From Ireland. What part of Ireland are you from, Susan Mason? What part of Ireland? Hello, Nadine, darling. Now you got through doing the Irish accent. It's terrible. My family's from County Cork, over there in Ireland, and Mayo, County Mayo. I have my contacts on, so if you see me looking like this, they're good, but they're not better. My glasses are better, but I can make things out. Hi, hello there, Joyce. Hi, Cheryl. Yes, I will do that. Thank you very much. I just heard someone say, "Will you be doing a card reading?" Yes, I will. Someone wants to ask me. I got this card deck today. Messages from the guides. I want to use that again today. Such a good one. There are 4 card decks I have. That's important. Hi from Canada. So, hi Teresa. Hi Karen. Did y'all do your homework? Did y'all do your homework from last week? What was your homework? Hi Ann. Was to tell people about the SoulCARE, or let people know, bring the person on and change, just help them if they need it. Let them know this exists. So many people don't, are still living that anxiety of swirling energy. And I want to, hold on, let me see what I have on my desk for you guys. Okay. I had something I read. I wanted to bring it to you. Hold on, let's see where it is. Where is it? Well, I think it's, I was working last week on finishing my meditation course, and it's really kind of cool. I got to tell you, it's pretty cool. And there are some insights in that, which they just gave me. So it's very, very interesting. So that'll be coming up probably in June. You'll get notices of that, but it's a great course. And so I'm still in that space of meditation. And I was just thinking of an analogy of meditation of, when you have a glass of water, I don't have water from, but I have a cup of coffee. And when you swirl the glass or the cup and you look inside and you see the liquid is swirling around. I also believe that's kind of like, this could be the vessel of us, of our bodies, and the liquid inside, the swirling is the energy within. And that energy swirls because we're not being still, because fear, anxiousness, anxiety, worry, all those types of things, and that makes us spin out, right? Spin out. And we calm it down and be still, we can have clarification. We see things clearly. So just one little nugget there that I was working on in my meditation, but I shared this one on my Instagram page because it's so true. And we give so much energy to fear and to control and trying to own things. And it's really, if we just take time to be still and quiet, we can see much clearly, and it affects our health and better health. Blood pressure goes down. We have more joy, more happiness, more peace in our lives. So try to be still. But think of that glass of water or the cup of coffee, whatever, the swirling of the liquid. That's us if we don't calm ourselves and balance. So today is a day I'm going to just a couple of things I want to share with you guys is coming up that I'd love for you to be at. Last month we did a global meditation. My very first global meditation was last month at Wednesday, and it went really well. And I just go into this state of receptivity, and before you even get online, I just push the button. Basically, I'm kind of in that state. But I bring you to a space of just balance and relaxation. And this has been building up. So I've been taping my course. As you see, I just gave that analogy. So the next one is going to be this Wednesday, 2 days from now, 2 evenings. It'll be Wednesday, the 26th, as you see right there. And it's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific time, California, Pacific time, Washington, and 8 p.m. Eastern time, the East Coast of America. So if you're in a different country, you have to figure out the time for that. But it's going to be a global meditation. I never know what's going to happen in that. I just put myself in that space. I connect with the guides that I have around me that evening. And many times I find in meditation, especially the global meditation, it happened last time. I'm assuming it's going to happen this Wednesday, that they bring in beings from a different realm, that they want to concentrate on bringing that specific message or that lesson to everybody through the meditation. So please tell people about that global meditation. It is free. It's here. It's really to help people to ease them from that anxious space and bring back the stillness. So people need that. People need a guide. People need a place to go to for some calm, for some peace, to remind themselves who they are. So please, Wednesday night, the global meditation. Again, it's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And it's it's on my Facebook page. So just if you could tell people about that, then they have to register for it. It's free, but they just got to register for it so we know how many people are in the space. Okay. And that's that. And the next thing I want to let you know is an evening of messages, spirit messages, May 17th in Fort Lauderdale. My date was pushed from April to May 17th because of the flood and the hurricanes that existed. So this is going to be posted May 17th is a new date. And I will also be in Tampa, Florida, right? I think it's right before that, but it's up on my website, danprog.com. We're updating the website today, so we'll get that going. And the other thing is the mediumship course is still available, Mediumship 1. We're going to be ending this week, probably signing up for registration. But there you go. And you can get the first phone call that's been recorded. So you'll get that in your portal and you will get updates on your portal. That's how it works. We have a lovely school online. If you have not been there yet, maybe many of you have, maybe new people here, check it out, jpschoolmysticalarts.com. It's good. It covers many, many things. Okay. So this is my nice time to catch up with everybody. And what else do I want to talk about? That's it for now. That's it. And then I just wanted to answer general questions you might have. I thought like once a month, I like to do a catch-up time or summarizing and see where you've been, what's been happening. And so if you have a question, feel free to put it up. And Renee, who's working behind the scenes here, there you go. Renee will take it. Hi, Carlene. How you doing, Carlene Reese? Do you ask us to visualize during the meditation? I have aphantasia. I can't visualize. I can only see black. Okay. So, Carlene, what I will do is I will make a note and I will have you feel. How's that? Can you feel? So you know what if I say to you a tree, you would know what a tree looks like, right? So you could see a tree or you could feel the floor below you. So I'll make you feel. I'll have you feel. I'll put that in there too. Thanks for pointing that out. A friend of mine is colorblind, and when I say purple, he doesn't know what that means. So I say feel the color. Okay, Bernadette. Hi, Bernadette. Very pretty. How does God or Source? Yeah, I like Source. The older I get, it's more up to me. God is such a personalized limitation of that loving energy because God gets some mixed up with religions, right? How does God or Source see those with mental health diagnosis? I feel bound with what I have. Well, mental health. So remember this, Bernadette and everybody, that again, this is our school for soul. It's a soul school. Mental health is a lesson in that soul might have come back in this lifetime to choose that diagnosis, to choose that condition in the physical, in the mental self. And it could be, there are many reasons behind it. So I can't give you the one reason, but there are many reasons. And one could be, I personally believe, my hypothesis, and I don't know if it's accurate or not, but I tend to believe that we come back in every lifetime, we come back with an emphasis sometimes on perfecting the mental body or the emotional body or the spiritual body or the physical body. And I think our choices in life will help us do that. And I think maybe in mental health diagnosis, there might be a part of that mental body that needs to be, if you will, brought back to wholeness of being. So maybe that could be part of that. It also might be, of course, an aspect of genetics. And it could be also, by the way, the soul might have chosen that to teach others in its group who are living with them compassion, to treat them with compassion and teach love, or they might need to receive love. So there's so many different reasons why, but there's no accidents. I don't believe there are accidents. I think when we think of accidents, we're in the human head instead of the soul. So there you go, my love. Hope it helps. Hi, Lori. I I mean your psychic. Oh, you're in my psychic tuition class. All right. You're a Reiki master in healing, Maine, North Dakota. I work at a local hospital with recent teens with trauma. Very good. With the trauma to the brain, and I feel the energy depleted. Yes. I do soul care with faithfully every week. I am on with you and Kelly White. I use a sacred geometry, Archangel Michael protection. And so this week I just feel like I'm giving away more energy than I'm protecting myself. Well, I think you're doing too much, Lori. Look at all the stuff you do. I think you need to pick one and master it instead of like throwing everything on the wall and see what sticks. So you can use one thing, but if you're gonna deplete yourself with all these different disciplines. So my advice to you is picking one to really get involved in. And I don't know about protection. I don't believe in that word protection because what's there to protect yourself from? I don't believe in evil. I think really we protect ourselves from our own minds, really, because we can create all these different scenarios. So what you want to do, my advice to you, is to really hone in one discipline and right now and work with that for several months, and then maybe go to the next one. Just work with that for several months and perfect that. All right, that's my advice. Okay, good luck, Lori. Hi, Jody. James, do you have any courses on trance mediumship? I don't have any courses on trance mediumship because I'm not an expert on trance mediumship. I wish I was, but I'm not, so I don't feel I can teach that. So Tony Stockwell, he's a medium from the UK, and he teaches trance very, very excellently, I should say. He teaches at Omega Institute in upstate New York, and that's going to be in October. He's doing that, and he also does online courses. So it's Tony Stockwell, STOCKWELL. Okay. Joyce, hi Joyce. Why do I bring spirits home with me when I visit the family cemetery? Had a very hard something. Well, again, you need to learn how to open yourself up and close yourself down, and that's you're not enslaved to spirits coming to you. You have the control of that. A lot of people just, I think it's just ignorance for a lot of people. They don't know that they're in control. Think, oh my God, spirit's going to attack me and get me. It's not how it works. So you have to be in control of yourself. There's a great course in the school, Tools for the Highly Sensitive. That would be excellent for you because it's a course on energy, and you become just a thumbnail of this course. You become aware of your own energy space, your own fields of energy, and you become aware of the energy outside of you and what sticks to you and what doesn't. And you have to learn to control, ground, and center yourself in your being, not be out here, but be in here. And that will help you immensely, my dear. Promise you. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, there it is right there. Yeah. Hi, Dark Crystal Tarot. How are you, darling? Hope you're well. I am. Thank you. The last few weeks, I've noticed lights around me have been flickering my house. But then I noticed it was happening everywhere I went. Is it a spirit? Maybe it's me. So that's a good question. And it could be both. So it could be you. It could be your phonetic energy. So again, I'd recommend grounding and centering yourself, just like I just mentioned before. And if it is a spirit person, you could sit there and say, okay, if you need to contact me, show me a flicker. And if not, then it's maybe you. But I would start a communication to see if it's spirit. Could be. It could also be a short. No. Okay. Thanks, sweetheart. Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. When my guide is standing right in front of me, instead of be on my side, is that something different? It seems that the message is more important. Jennifer, they'll get them through to you any way they can, but you need to set up a communication path with them. That's my advice to you. So what you can do is they'll get through to you either way. That's the human trying to control the space. Don't need to. Just if you would, with sitting with your guides on a regular basis, being patient and going, it's a process. And just, I don't tell my guides what to do or where they tell me, but I'm very aware of that. I create this circle around me. And one of the exercises you probably heard me do is make a guide come behind me and stand over me and influence me. That's just an exercise. But for me, the space of the guides are all around me like a circle. And I would ask at different times I'm sitting to have my health guide come close to me or in front of me or behind me and let me feel your energy. Let me sense your energy. And I get into that energy of the healing guide feels like. And I might ask for a symbol that the healing guide gives me. I then might ask for a philosopher guide to come close to me and let themselves be known to me and give me their energy or give me a color, a symbolic sense of who they are. And so I go around each different one like that. if that's an active kind of sitting, right? If I'm sitting actively to interact with them. Otherwise, I find really, as you've heard me say many times, sitting in the stillness, sitting in the quiet, I become aware of them working around me in the auric fields and how they will expand your aura and you'll feel like really, really, really tall. They'll minimize the auric field. You feel very, very, very small. And it's just working with the fields of you, the realms around you, these energy fields, so they can learn the ways of influencing you the easiest way. So it's a process, but I wouldn't pay too much attention to who's on the right and who's on the left. That's too human. Okay, sweetheart. Hi, Antonia. Thank you. I'm working on breaking some patterns of thought. Good for you. Starting the day with one of your classes would be perfect. What should you suggest? Removing some ancestral 28 days transformation course. Perfect for you. 28 days transformation deals with trauma from childhood, traumas from young adulthood. The only thing I'm going to say, Antonia, and everybody else, if you do take that course, 28 days, there it is, 28 days total transformation. If you take it, you have to give yourself a commitment of doing it every day for 15 minutes a day, because it's a progressive class, which means that the day before, you work that day on what you did the day before. It builds up from the previous day. And that's really important with this course, with the transformation. You don't want to skip a day with it, because you'll lose not only the energy of it, but you'll lose everything that you've built up mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So that's really, really important. So I would suggest that course for anybody who has old traumas, family issues, ancestral issues, stuff you're holding on from the past, fears, limitations, depression. It's a great one for all of that. Okay, but make sure you can commit yourself to that 28 days. Not worth it's worth it, considering lifetimes of patterns to break. Thank you, Antonia. Hi, Damien. How are you? I'm out of church since 5 years. I think about going back. Is that God or bad choice? Damien, I cannot live your life for you, and I can't do your journey for you. So you have to feel within your heart what works for you. And I've said this before about religion. I'll say it again. I believe that all religions have bits of the truth, but not any one religion has all the truth. I don't believe God lives in a church. I think God lives in everyone's heart. I think we got to get to the heart of the matter. So I think that, and you have to decide for yourself, but I think maybe you might want to go in that art of discovery of your spiritual self. And listen, I started a religious path. I went to a seminary for a year. When I was 14, I was going to be a priest, believe it or not. I didn't think I'd be a priest, but I love the foundation of the ritual. I love the ritualistic part of it. And that's where I really learned to sit in the silence, because each of the students had to sit in the quiet. And I sat in the sacristy in the quiet for an hour, and it really helped me. I believe that it's up to you. It's your own choice, but you have to figure what's right for you. But it's that art of discovery. I don't know. It's your choice. That's all I can say. You got to keep responsibility, be responsible yourself, and don't give your responsibility up to a religion. That's my thoughts, but that's just my experience. Good luck, Damien. I know your soul will find the way for you. Okay. Hi, Rochelle. James, Spirit usually talks to me all the time. Really? But I would think that would be burning you out. But the past 10 minutes, I've not gotten anything. I see them, but can't hear them. Any more any advice? Sure, Rochelle. Take my Mediumship 1 course, if you have not, and learn to be patient and disciplined. So when I say disciplined, I mean it's like sitting in what's called a development circle for several years and learning how to open yourself to spirit correctly and close down correctly. And then you won't be in your head thinking about it, but you'll be in the heart space. So I could not imagine being constantly bombarded with the spirit. It doesn't work that way. It's really a switch you turn on when you're ready to receive, and when you're not, it turns off. Because, think of it this way. You have a ceiling fan that goes on all the time, is on all the time. If it's constantly on, it's going to burn out. It's going to burn the motor out. Same thing with mediumship. You're constantly on, go, 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 go. You're going to burn out. The adrenal system, the glandular system will be affected by that. You really will. And that's why I don't believe in a TV show like the Teresa Caputo's Long Island Medium. Nothing against Teresa, but the producers do not know that you cannot portray mediumship that, you're open all the time. You go to the butcher shop and there's someone. That's setup. It's a setup for the show. Mediums don't do that. No legitimate medium that works the right way does that. That's not how mediumship works. So, and the spirit world would do that to you, by the way, because they want you to take care of yourself. You're a vessel. So again, we got to separate the human part of it from the soul part of it. But mediumship takes a lot of discipline, and it's a progression, one step at a time. I sat for 7 years in a development circle before I'd give out one message because I wanted to make sure it was correct, that I was set for it. My motors were ready for it. It's very much like a car engine, and it's got to be tuned up. It's the right, electrical pieces got to be there. Everything's got to be perfectly sensitized to do the readings. I feel that. If you do it before that, the quality of the mediumship will be not good. It'll be mediocre. And there are a lot of mediocre mediums out there. And if you want to be mediocre, go for it. But someone who really wants to make a difference and envelop the spirit world will sit quietly and be in that development circle for a while. So I got to say it that way because that's my background, and that's how I teach. That's what it is. It's not what you do immediately. It's not a race. You can't force a flower to bloom. It's got to bloom naturally. So that's the truth of mediumship. Okay. All right. Good luck, sweetheart. I'm going on my soapbox. Okay. Hi, Robin. What are your thoughts on automatic writing? How is it best to go ahead about this? I'm trying to connect with a loved one. So, Robin, it's very interesting. I'm doing a course, a 7-week course, and it's with the Shift Network, and that's coming up in June. And there is a module all about automatic writing. So I was just writing about automatic writing. So for what my experience, automatic writing works really well, that I've taught, that worked well for me and my students, is really bringing yourself to a trance-like state, to a really surrendering stillness. And you get so down to that relaxed state that you're really kind of like, it's symbiotic almost. You're just slowly becoming aware. You're in such a deep trance, if you will, a light trance, I'd say, that you have a pen and the paper, and you'll just ask, or before you go into that trance state, and that's some of the breath. You slow down your breath. That's what happens, slowing down the breath. I should do a trance class. Yeah, I should. I will do that. I will do that. But you slow down your breath. You get to a point where you're slowing yourself down. Where mental mediumship, you speed yourself up. It's the opposite. Where trance, you're slowing yourself down. And trance mediumship is used for a lot of physical mediumship, where the spirits come through you. You're channeling that way. And then you hold that pen and paper, and you just let them, come through, whoever it is. Maybe you'll put their name at the top of the page before you go into the light trance. And then when you feel a subtle change come over you, and you feel from your heart, your whole being, you start writing. And don't even pay attention to what you're writing. If it's someone's handwriting style, it'll look like their style. And let them just come through, and don't end it until you feel that subtle energy leave. And then that's the end. So, yeah. Good luck, sweetheart. Okay. And I will do a trance class, I promise. Hi, Laura. I feel called to help humanity in some way. I get stuck in the learning and have difficulty with the action. I am so exhausted, unsure how to transition. Well, Laura, I think that you're in your head too much. You overthink things. So I think that, again, tools for the highly sensitive would be good for you, or the 28-day transformation course is good for you. I think that would be great. I would start with 28-day transformation course for you. You need to get out of your head and sit in the calmness of your being. Can't let fear and limitation rule us. Again, it's that swirling in the cup there. You want to be still. So once one is still, then clarity becomes awareness, because right there you'll know what to do next. So first you got to work on calming yourself, allowing yourself to surrender to your soul self, and letting yourself then have clarity with it. You don't have to force anything. You don't have control. Don't live up to other people's expectations. Those are all illusions. Those are all traps. So let your soul speak to you. So get in tune with your soul self. And that happens with the stillness. So 28-day transformation is a good one for you. Okay. Thanks for that. Christine, hi. Hello. I have noticed when I meditate, I hear a static noise, and it pulls me out of my meditation. What is a static noise? Kristen, I don't know what that static noise is, but it doesn't have to pull you out of the meditation. So why don't you set up a signal with that when you hear that static noise, that'll make you go deeper. So it's just changing the mindset that when I hear that static noise, if I hear that, that's a sign that I'm going to go deeper into my meditation, and then go back into the breath. Let it bring you deeper into the breath. So anytime you hear that static noise, turn the opposite, make it go deeper into the breath, And, your breath as you inhale goes below your feet into Mother Earth. And as you inhale, bring in that beautiful light, and your heart space opens up and expands. And that's it. So don't let it pull you out. Let it go deeper. That's your sign to go deeper, perhaps. Try it that way. See what happens. Guarantee you'll have a good time. Okay. Oh, Laura. Oh, Laura. James, I was having a very hard day yesterday. Yes, I think a lot of us have hard days. I think it's tough. This earth is a tough place, especially now. It's a tough time. While putting on my makeup in a mirror, preparing to get away to the river, I saw pink misty outline of a person about 10 feet behind me in the mirror. Oh, critical. Could there have been a guide or family member? Yes, 100%. 100%. That's exactly right. And they might have been trying to calm me down, Laura. But yes, it probably was a guide or a family member, or the same thing, a family member who is a guide of yours. So when that happens, I just close my eyes, and again, I work with the breath. I say, friend, come close, or you open up your mind and you say, what would you like me to know? What is it you would like me to know? And that'll help. So it's good. Good, Laura. Very, very good. You're nothing to be afraid of. Don't be afraid, everybody, when those things happen, because you're more open. You're here because you're sensitive. You're an empath. Your guys are open for it. There's nothing to fear. It's the reason why we get afraid is because it's the unknown. But there's really nothing to fear. I mean, all there is love. This human earth is fear. The spirit world is a complete love. My sister just passed away, came back, and she said, "Oh my God," right away at the New York thing. "Oh my God, why don't people know this? Don't people know this, that the earth is nothing? It's nothing. It's flat. It's flat. It's not real. It's flat." And I said, okay. But it was going to come to that. We take on this world. This is it. No, it's what we do in this world that matters most. That's really what we should look at it. It gives us the opportunity to love other people and ourselves, and to have courage or faith to jump out and do it. If tomorrow was your last day, what would you do today? It's really a good one. And also, look back at your life, the end of this life. If you can look back at the life you've lived and be happy and proud, and the world has changed a little bit by your presence, that's a successful life. I really believe that. Okay, good luck, Laura. Hi, Nadine. Sorry for unusual question. Nadine, I expect nothing but unusual questions from you because you're unusual, which means you're smart. You're looking at things in a very different perspective, which is an excellent way to look at things. Do they celebrate Easter time or Christmas in heaven? It's a good question. Or do they don't because there's no time or date? Very good. I know they're with us these days too, but this is a meeting. Very good question, Nadine. Excellent question. They don't celebrate like we do here in the physical earth. So anniversary, birthday, Easter, Christmas. They know those holidays, those places, those dates are happening because they see us running around here. They are very aware of the earth world and our loved ones, the earth, doing certain things, making a cake or getting holiday things, or that's how they know. But so they don't celebrate that over there. There's no really reason. It's a physical thing. What I often tell people, Nadine, is what to do if you're having a celebration. If it's an anniversary, like when your husband, if it's an anniversary of his passing or his birthday, set a table, set a setting at the table, and speak to him like he's there, because he will be. And I think that's really great to do during the holidays as well. Have a place at the table for someone. I think that honors them. It doesn't hurt them. It doesn't pull them back. It just honors them that they know that you're aware they're with you, and they love that. So that's how I would do that one. Good question. Thanks, Nadine. Marge, hi. How do you know if you How do you know if you can become a working medium? I've taken several classes, seem to have gifts. Right there tells me you're not ready. If you seem to have gifts, you got to know it or not, right? But I don't know next steps. Thank you. So Marge, the best thing would be if you have taken my classes 1, 2, and 3, I would do that first if you haven't, because they're really excellent, thorough classes. And the next step after that is really, I have a Facebook page for the mediums, students of mine. That would be on there to do. And then sit in a development circle. That's the best thing I would advise. Sit in a circle, and it could be online, Zoom circles. I do have Mediumship 2. We have development circles. Even if you're practicing medium right now, Mediumship 1 is a very important foundation. But then at Mediumship 2, we have development circles where you sit in the quiet. And that's really, really important because you give the guides that opportunity to work within on the energetic body, on the soul, and to give you insights and kind of figure out, like I said before, the analogy, work in a car. It's almost like get the sense they put the hood up and they make sure everything is working correctly and to its optimum, right? It's optimum. You don't want to be working half-baked. You want to be fully baked. You don't want to be a mushroom medium, which means come up over the night and gone during the day. You don't want to be a mediocre medium. You want to be a quality medium. So that's sitting in the quiet and progressing slowly. Okay. All right, sweetheart. Good luck. Not a rush to develop. Okay. Jennifer, do you believe in beings such as trolls? I made a being inside. I had a being inside my body, and I felt that I was not myself. That was a special feeling and I learned a lot. Yeah. So Jennifer, again, so same question, but the answer from before when I answered it was grounding, centering yourself, and getting into your head space. I'm not going to hit the heart space, not the head. Again, the head can create so many things. We feel, oh, we're evil, possession, all that stuff, which to me is crap. Sorry, it's true. And I really would suggest the grounding, the centering. And also I was talking about this weekend with friends of mine. There's all different kingdoms, the divas, the elemental kingdom, the gnome kingdom, leprechauns. I had an experience in Ireland when I was first there teaching. And I had people talking about fairies there, and there's a fairy realm, of course. Why wouldn't there be? There's all these different realms and beings of life. So I was in a hotel. I was teaching a workshop for a week. And I remember I had European money. I think it was the sterling. And it was to spend while I was in Ireland. And I put it in the top drawer underneath my socks in the hotel room. And then I taught that day. And that evening, I was going to go out to dinner with some students. And I went to the top drawer, and I couldn't find the money. Looked at all the socks, like, what did I do with it? Looked everywhere, couldn't find it. Went out to dinner. I think someone else paid for me. And I came back that night to my bedroom, and I'm looking, and I felt I should go under the bed. Sure enough, underneath the bed, in the middle of the floor, in a perfect stack, was my money. I didn't do that. So to me, that was, and it felt like that leprechaunish kind of, energy. They fool with you. So I believe in that. Okay. Hi, Colleen. Jane, what course do you have available for developing medium just new to demonstration to fine-tune abilities? I would take Mediumship 1. I would really do that. That's what I would do. Because every time you take a different course in mediumship, you learn something else. And I would do that one if I were you. Okay. Yeah. And you catch up on the call. And then we have a Facebook group too, sweetheart, that for Mediumship 1, the students, that you can ask questions on there about. I talked to you about that. So that's where you'd ask about demonstrations and your work. But that's a really good beginning for you. Even if you've been a medium for a while, we can talk about demonstrations and things like that. I will be doing a workshop on demonstrating. I want to do that. I just got to figure out when, but I will be doing that. And that'll be an in-person workshop. Mediumship 1, by the way, at the end of Mediumship 1, at the end of the cycle of it, I'm going to consider having people in person come to San Diego and doing a weekend with them. So that's going to be part of that Mediumship 1. I'm looking into that, so you sign up for that. It's fun to me. That'll be part of what you experience. Okay. I think that's it. All right. Okay, Renee, any more? No? Okay. Well, on tonight's show, okay. On tonight's show, I'm going to do Both Sides Now and Beyond with Kelly White. And there we go. We have a special guest, Michael Mastro, who will be talking about Vestu. It's the science of creating a balanced living and working environment for, as you can see, better productivity, health, well-being. As he's a master in this. So it takes feng shui to a different level. So that'll be this evening. So that's that. Okay. So see you tonight, everybody. And don't forget Instagram and TikTok and the global meditation. Please bring people this Wednesday. I want to get that out to everybody because we all need it. We're all in that same vibe. So that's this Wednesday, April 26th at 5 p.m. Western time and 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Blessings, everybody. See you later. God bless.